Sky came down without a sound. Streets washed clean, the world slowed down. You stood beside me, coat pulled tight, like you'd done 1,000 nights. I've seen storms come hard and fast, leave their marks that never last. But this one felt so calm, so true, like it knew its way to you. I used to fear the clouds above, till I learned what rain could be. It's soft rain, strong love, falling easy, holding us, not a fire that flares and runs, but a warmth that stays when the night comes. When the cold tries to push in up, we lean in, we don't give up. It's soft rain, strong love. We've had days that bent our faith, words that hurt, then learned to wait, promises we had to mend before we could begin again. You don't rush me through the dark, you just stay right where we are. Like patience is the truest proof of everything we choose. Every doubt I couldn't rise above was softened by your steady touch. It's soft rain, strong love, in the quiet after storms. When the world feels sharp and rough, you keep me safe, you keep me warm. Through the cracks, through all the rust, through the things we can't outrun. It's soft rain, strong love. If tomorrow brings more gray, if the road still finds a way to test the vows we never wrote, I'll remember how you hold. Love doesn't need to prove its name, it just shows up, just stays. It's soft rain, strong love, years from now, when hair turns white, when the nights feel long enough, and we're leaning on the light. If the world asks who we are, I'll just point to where we've come from. It's soft rain, strong love. Walked through rooms full of borrowed sound, heard my name but never found a place where it felt like it stayed, till you looked at me that way. The night was ordinary then, just a table, two old friends, but something shifted when you spoke, like a door inside me broke. All the years I tried to prove what my heart already knew. Every beat belongs to you, every quiet, every true moment when the world falls through. I still feel you pulling me back when my strength is running thin and the noise is closing in. Every beat beneath my skin belongs to you. We've known days that ask too much, words that cut and learn to hush. I've seen fear behind your smile, felt the weight you carried miles, but you never turned away. Even when I lost my way, you held space for who I am, not who I said I'd be someday. In your eyes I finally see what it means to stay with me. Every beat belongs to you, through the dark and breaking news, when the past won't loosen loose and the future feels unsure. In the ache and what we choose, in the scars we don't refuse, every beat my whole life through belongs to you. If one day my hands start to shake and my memory drifts away, just lay my head against your chest, I'll remember the rest. Love doesn't live in grand design, it lives in staying through the time. Every beat belongs to you, in the slow and sudden rush, in the spaces we outgrew, in the trust we built from dust, when the night feels long and cruel and I don't know what to do. Every beat that pulls me through belongs to you.
I spent years chasing open doors, knocking where I'd been before. Every answer felt half right, every spark burned out too bright. I wore my heart like borrowed clothes, never sure if it would hold. Then you showed up calm and clear, like you'd always been right here. Didn't know what I was missing till I felt you listening. And love found its place right here in your hands. Not loud, not in a rush, just learning who I am after all the wrong the chances I misplaced, love found its place. We've had moments that asked too much, times when faith was hard to trust, words that needed time to heal, truths we were afraid to feel. But you never turned away when my shadows came to stay. You just stood your quiet ground, let me find my way back down. Every wall I built in fear fell apart when you were near. Yeah, love found its place in the calm, in the real, in the nights we didn't speak, but still knew how the other feels. Through the cracks, through the ache, through the choices that we made, love found its place. If tomorrow changes shape, if time starts to rearrange, just take my hand and let me see what's always been inside of me. Love doesn't need a grand escape, it just needs somewhere safe. And love found its place after all these years, in the quiet strength it takes to stay right here when the world keeps pulling me away. You remind me why I stay. Love found its place.
Been heavy, the sky feels low. Another mile I carried on my own, but the moment I walk through the door, I'm not that tired man anymore. You don't ask where I've been, you just pull me close again. Like you know without a word what this worn out heart has learned. The world can bruise, the night can fall, but I'm stronger when I feel your call. 'Cause love lives in your arms, in the way you hold me still, when and my strength is wearing thin. I don't need to know tomorrow or outrun what we've been through. I just need to feel the truth, that love lives in your arms. We've had moments we didn't survive clean, said things sharper than we mean. There were doubts we couldn't outrun, and nights we barely won. But every time I start to drift, you remind me who I am. Your touch says stay right here, like nothing else can reach me there. Time keeps testing what we are, but it can't erase where my fate starts. 'Cause love lives in your arms, love lives in your arms. I've chased the glow of distant lights, tried to outrun restless nights. Every road looked good from far away, but none of them asked me to stay. I've worn my pride like armor steel, afraid to show what I really feel. All the years I spent alone were leading me back to you. This is a love that feels like home, not a place but a knowing. In your arms I'm not unknown. I can finally stop going when the world is hard and cold, and I'm tired to the bone. I find peace, I find hope in love that feels like home. I see the truth in the lines we wear, in the way you still reach for my hand. We've had days that try to pull us apart, left their marks on a guarded heart. But you don't ask me to be new, you just love me as I am with you. Every quiet, every sigh feels like a long-awaited reply. I don't need to prove I'm strong when you're right where I belong. This is love that feels like home, in the silence after storms, when the night feels overgrown and the past is knocking hard. Through the years, through what we've known, through the seeds that we've outgrown, I still find my way back home, in love that feels like home. If someday my memory fades and the mirror feels unkind, just take my hand, say my name, I'll remember every time. Love isn't walls or a key, it's who you are next to me. This is love that feels like home, even when the lights burn low, when the road feels long and worn, and I'm scared of where I'm going. I don't need the world to know all the places I've been shown. I just need this truth I hold, this love that feels like home. Carried nights that wouldn't end, worn out shoes and second chances. Every road I tried to mend led me back through empty answers. I learned how to stand alone, build my walls strong and true. But every step I took somehow was teaching me to lean on you. I don't feel the need to run when your eyes say you're enough. My heart rests with you, like it's finally still. After all the miles I've been through, after learning how to heal, when the world feels loud and cruel and I don't know what to do, my heart rests with you. We've known days that tested fate, said goodbye to younger plans. Time has etched its honest face into the lines on our hands. But you don't look at what I was or ask me to pretend you love the man I am right now. And that's where peace begins. Every doubt I used to fight softens when you're by my side. My heart rests with you in the quiet after storms, when the night is closing in and the past feels overworn. I don't need a perfect truth or a map to make it through. My heart rests with you. If someday my voice grows weak and my memory starts to fade, just hold my hand, say my name, I'll remember everything. Love isn't built on borrowed time, it's built on staying line by line. My heart rests with you through the years, through the scars, when the road feels worn and narrow and tomorrow feels too far. If there's one thing I still know is true, when all the noise is finally through, my heart rests with you. Known the kind of love that burns too fast, leaves you holding on to ash. Heard every promise dressed in gold that didn't last when nights got cold. I've walked alone through borrowed days, tried to outrun my mistakes. Then you came in quiet and sure, like something real I couldn't ignore. Didn't ask me to pretend, you just let me be who I am. 'Cause only love like this stays when the shine wears thin. Doesn't shout, doesn't beg, just listens when I give in. In a world that's built on doubt, you show me what it's all about. Yeah, on
this. You see the cracks I never hide, the parts of me I don't deny. You don't try to change my past, you just help me breathe at last. Every touch feels steady, true, like it's always leading me to you. No race to win, no need to prove. This love just knows what to do. I don't need a perfect view, I just need to stand with you. 'Cause only love like this knows how to wait its turn. Through the silence, through the risk, through every lesson learned. When the night feels long and loud, and I'm not sure I'm enough, you stay, you don't give up. Only love like this. If someday the mirror shows a stranger older than I know, just take my hand, don't say a word. I'll remember what we were. Love doesn't fade with time or skin, it lives in where we've been. 'Cause only love like this grows deeper, not apart. Through the years, through the wear, straight in my heart. When the world feels hard to face, you're my calm, my steady place. Yeah, only love like this.
The city settles into sleep, streetlights humming underneath. Your coat still warm against the chair, like you're almost standing there. We don't need much to feel okay, just the truth at the end of the day. Your hand finds mine without a sound, like peace is something we found. All the noise we carried far falls away right where we are. These are quiet nights, warm hearts, holding on without trying hard. No big words, no grand stars, just knowing who we are. When the world pulls us apart, we come back to where it starts. In quiet nights, warm hearts. We've known the weight of heavy years, unsaid words and hidden fears, dreams that didn't turn out right. Still we made it through the night. Every line upon your face feels like time handled with grace. I don't miss the days that burn, I love the lessons that we learn. I don't need the lights to shine when your eyes are holding mine. These are quiet nights, warm hearts, finding comfort in the dark. Every ending, every start feels closer where you are. If the road feels long and hard, If tomorrow tests our ground, if old doubts come back around, just stay right here, don't say a thing. I'll hear everything I need. Love doesn't have to raise its voice, it just stays. It makes its choice. These are quiet nights, warm hearts, after all the running's done. When the world feels sharp and far, you're the place I come undone. Through the years, through the scars, we're still stronger than we were. In quiet nights, warm hearts. There's a rhythm in the way you breathe, late at night beside me. A quiet song the world can't hear, but it's always loud in me. We've spoken through 1,000 days, with words and with mistakes, but sometimes silence says it best when nothing else will take. All the noise I used to chase falls apart when I hear your name. This is the sound of us, not perfect, not rehearsed. It's the breaking and the trust, it's the blessing and the hurt. It's a melody we didn't plan, but somehow learned to love. Yeah, this is the sound of us. I've heard love shout and fade away, burn bright then disappear, but ours moves like a steady drum through every doubt and fear. I hear it in your half smile, in the way you say my name, in the nights we barely made it through, but stayed anyway. Every scar we didn't hide found its place right by your side. This is the sound of us in the quiet after storms. It's the vow we never wrote, but somehow always swore. When the world is far too much and the lights begin to dim, yeah, this is the sound of us pulling me back in. If one day my memory fades and the notes all rearranged, just hold me close, don't say a thing. I'll still feel everything. Love doesn't live in perfect tune, it lives in staying, it lives in you. This is the sound of us After all the years have passed, not the echo of what was, but the truth that still can last. When my voice is giving up and my words are barely sung, I still hear the sound of us. I used to think forever was a word people said when they were scared. Something said just to survive, the way to loving without a plan. I've seen vows fall through the cracks, watch good hearts not find their way back. So I kept my expectations small till you leaned in through it all. You didn't swear the stars or sky, you just stayed right by my side. And this is the way forever feels, not loud, not chasing thrills. It's waking up and knowing still you're here. It's holding on through broken plans with an open, honest hand. Yeah, this is the way forever feels. We've had nights we barely spoke, carried silence like a hope, but even then I felt your truth in the space between me and you. The years have changed the sound of time, left their fingerprints on mine. But when you say my name just right, it still feels like the first night. I don't need a perfect sign, I see everything in your eyes. This is the way forever feels, in the calm, in the real. Not the fire that burns and steals, but the warmth that heals. When the world asks what I believe, I just point to you and breathe. Yeah, this is the way forever feels. If one day my voice grows thin and my memory starts to bend, just take my hand, don't rush a thing. I'll know you without names. Love isn't made of endless years, it's made of moments stay here. This is the way forever feels, after all the shine is gone. When the night is long and still, and the strength has to be drawn. If I'm standing at the edge of all I've ever been, I'll know it by the way you feel. This is the way forever feels. We didn't start with fireworks or words that felt too big to hold. Just quiet talks and borrowed time, letting trust unfold. You saw the parts I kept held back, the ones I didn't show. You didn't rush, you didn't push, you let the feeling grow. I was tired of running fast, afraid of things that couldn't last. But this love grows slowly, like morning into day. No promises shouted loud, just choosing me, choosing to stay in a world that moves too fast. Ask for everything right away. This love grows slowly. We've had moments filled with doubt, silence thicker than the air. But even then you stayed right close, like you knew I'd still be there. I've seen love burn itself to ash, trying hard to prove it's real. But what we have moves carefully, and that's how I know it heals. Every step we didn't raise built a safer place. Yeah, this love grows slowly, in the calm, in the real. Not afraid of broken plans, or the truths we feel through the waiting, through the days when the shine begins to fade. This love grows slowly. If time leaves lines upon our skin and steals the fire we once knew, I'll still trust what we've been building in the quiet, me and you. Love doesn't need to rush or prove, it just needs room to move. This love grows slowly, but it grows deep and strong. Through the nights that test our faith, through the years we'll call our own. When the world keeps telling us we're already too late, I'll stay right here believing this love grows slowly.
The night leans in through open blinds, like it's listening to our lives. We've walked some miles we didn't choose, carried more than we could use. I was tired of closing doors, of proving what I'd proved before. Then you showed up, calm and real, like you knew exactly how I feel. All the noise I couldn't be falls away in the quiet in between, all the words we don't need, all the things we've seen. No rush, no reason to retreat, just truth moving slow and deep, right here where our hearts meet. I see the years behind your eyes, every loss, every try. You don't hide the cracks you wear, you let me see you standing there. We're not chasing perfect days, we've learned the cost of running away. Every scar has led us home to something gentle we can hold. I don't need the world to change, I just need this moment to stay right here where our hearts meet. When the past loosens its grip, in the breath before we speak, in the trust we're building in. If the night feels incomplete, I remember what we keep, right here where our hearts meet. If tomorrow tests our ground, if all fears come back around, just take my hand, don't let me go. We've already learned what we need to know. Love doesn't shout, it doesn't run, it just stays when the hard part comes. Right here where our hearts meet, through the doubt, through the years, when the world feels out of reach, you're the place I disappear. If the road grows long and steep, I know where my strength will be, right here where our hearts